5 rock-solid tips for getting rid of erectile dysfunction. You may have clicked on this video because you haven't been able to maintain your erection during sex. You may also be watching because you haven't been able to get it up at all. In either case, watch this video till the end and take lots of notes because I'm going to share 5 tips that you can implement today to increase your libido and help you maintain rock-hard erections naturally. Most of the methods that are covered in this video are free, and when you apply and combine the methods that I'm about to share with you, you may even get the same results as you would with overpriced prescription drugs like Viagra or Cialis, but without the horrible side effects of indigestion, headaches, and nasal congestion. To start, let's go over the mechanics of erections. There are 2 mechanisms that work together in your body to produce erections. The first is by physical stimulation, and the second is by psychogenic reflex, which is achieved by having an erotic or emotional stimulus. The physical stimulus activates the peripheral nerves and the lower parts of the spinal cord. The erotic or emotional stimulus uses the limbic system in the brain. For both mechanisms, a well-functioning nervous system is essential because it leads to a discharge of nitric oxide within the body. This relaxes the smooth muscles of the erectile tissues of the penis. In turn, the blood vessels dilate because they are no longer constricted by the surrounding muscles. The blood vessels can now carry more blood into the corpus cavernosum. This is a pair of sponge-like regions in the penis that fill with blood during an erection. Well-balanced testosterone levels and an intact pituitary gland also help produce strong erections. So what is erectile dysfunction anyway? Erectile dysfunction is a type of sexual dysfunction that is characterized by the inability to maintain an erection during sexual activity. It can have many psychological consequences as it influences self-image. This can have repercussions on relationships as sexual activity is compromised when there is an inability to maintain an erection. Erectile dysfunction can have a negative effect on the emotional well-being of men and their partners. It can be a very embarrassing situation, and because of this, many men avoid seeking treatment. It has been noted in the Journal of Sexual Medicine in October 2018 that 75% of erectile dysfunction goes untreated. Let's look at some of the causes of erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction may develop as the result of a hormonal deficiency, a disorder of the neural system, a lack of adequate blood flow, a lack of blood supply, or a problem that is psychological in nature. So I'm going to go over a few things that may be the direct cause of your erectile dysfunction. Condoms. Condoms can remove much of the sensation that would normally be felt on the penis. For some men, it can be quite uncomfortable to wear a condom, and it can take away much of the sensation that is needed to maintain an erection. It may also be the case that there is an inadequate amount of lubricant to maintain enough sensation to the penis. In this case, it is recommended to use an approved lubricant in order to promote sensation felt to the penis. If it's the case that condoms cause the erectile dysfunction, there may be alternative birth control and STD protection methods available to you. If you have a steady and exclusive sexual partner and condoms are the issue for you, you may be able to try out another method of contraception and get your erection back. In some cases, ultra-thin or ultra-sensitive condoms may do the trick as they promote more sensation to the penis, which helps you maintain longer and stronger erections. Prescription drugs. Some hormone modulator and beta blockers have been linked to erectile dysfunction. Psychological issues. Psychological issues such as performance anxiety, various mental disorders, and stress may lead to erectile dysfunction. Men in their 60s are 4 times more likely to experience erectile dysfunction than men in their 40s. Lifestyle habits such as smoking and drinking alcohol present risk factors for developing erectile dysfunction, as these types of habits lead to arterial narrowing. High blood pressure can sometimes cause erectile dysfunction. Now that we know about some of the causes of erectile dysfunction, I'm going to share 5 tips with you that may help you achieve stronger and longer lasting erections. Tip number 1, have a healthy diet. Even though you may indulge in a hamburger or deep fried chicken every now and then, you probably know what constitutes a good diet. Essentially, you need to avoid overeating and you need to consume lots of fruits and vegetables. Avoid eating too much gluten and white flour and avoid snacking with sugar-rich foods and drinks. But you knew this already, right? The release of nitric oxide leads to the relaxation of muscles, which enables the penis to be filled with blood. So, in other words, you want your nitric oxide levels to be optimized. This will pave the way for getting strong erections. So here's a list of miracle foods that can help you with your nitric oxide levels and increase your sex drive. Garlic. Animal testing has revealed that ingestion of garlic can increase testosterone levels. Testosterone is a necessary hormone for strong libido and erectile quality. Garlic also lowers your blood pressure and increases nitric oxide output. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits can help reduce blood pressure when combined with the nutrients in garlic. Foods like oranges and pomegranates are an amazing source of bioflavonoid quercetin, which has been found to increase arterial nitric oxide levels. Oysters. They're rich in magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, and vitamin D. All of these nutrients are essential for maintaining strong testosterone levels. Blueberries. Blueberries are an excellent antioxidant and they also contain flavonoids and phenols which boost the strength of erections. Leafy greens and beets. Just like beets, leafy greens are full of nutrients that can boost testosterone levels. In the gut, intestinal bacteria convert the nitrites contained in leafy greens and beets into nitric oxide. The end result is that the nutrients present in leafy greens relaxes the arteries and promotes better blood flow. Some examples of leafy greens you could eat tonight are Swiss chard, butterleaf, beet leaves, spinach, kale, and arugula. Dark chocolate. If you want to get the benefits of chocolate, stay away from the milky, sugar-laden chocolate bars that you see at the checkout counter. The dark chocolate must have a high cacao percentage and be raw. That means that the chocolate was not overheated during production. This conserves the beneficial flavonoid antioxidants. Raw chocolate increases the nitric oxide levels, leads to a reduction in blood pressure, and increases the number of cells that are needed for a healthy vascular wall function. Chili peppers. Chili peppers contain capsaicin. This is an alkaloid that is responsible for the hot sensation that you get after eating them. Capsaicin boosts nitric oxide levels, enhances blood circulation, and lowers blood pressure. Tip number 2. Sufficient sleep. Sleep deprivation may lead to low sexual desire and a drop in testosterone levels. Obstructive sleep apnea, which typically affects men, is characterized by loud snoring and periodic choking at night. A recent study by Mount Sinai Hospital physicians showed a causational link between obstructive sleep apnea and low testosterone levels. In light of this, sleep deprivation and sleep apnea may indirectly lead to erectile dysfunction. Tip number 3, a daily exercise routine. The key to getting strong erections is to have a strong blood flow within your body. A strong and fit body also means that you will have more endurance to stay in demanding sexual positions for longer. In turn, this will lead you to getting more sexually aroused. So do yourself a favor and work on getting that six-pack today. A daily exercise routine is necessary to elevate your heart rate, get the blood flowing, and build endurance in your muscles. You don't need to set aside an entire portion of your day to go to the gym or have expensive workout equipment at home to get a full body workout. You can get a full body workout using your own body weight and a chair. Here's a 10-minute full body exercise workout that you can do on a daily basis to promote good blood circulation within the body. The 10-minute miracle workout. 10 pranayama deep breathing motions. 20 half moon stretches. Yoga sun salutation leading into 30 push-ups after the cobra pose. 30 leg lifts for each side. 20 bicep curls with a chair for each arm. 30 crunches on a folded towel. 15 leg lifts while lying on your side on a folded towel. 15 arm dips using a chair. 20 squats. Repeat push-up and bicep curl sets depending on your fitness level. Tip number 4, Kegel exercises. Arnold Henry Kegel was a gynecologist that lived from 1894 to 1972. He is known for popularizing the Kegel exercises, which strengthen muscles in the pelvic floor. These are muscles in the groin area. Pelvic muscles regulate the flow of urine in guys. During ejaculation, these muscles contract. In order to strengthen the pelvic muscle, just do the same muscle contraction that you would do to stop the flow of urine. To start out, gradually contract to the maximum amount that you can handle and then release the pelvic muscle. Wait for a 3-second interval in between each contraction and do this 10 times before taking a break. Do as many sets as you can. You'll want to get up to at least 100 Kegel contractions per day. The idea is to gain complete control of the contractions from beginning to end. Once you have mastered the gradual contraction and release, try gradually contracting to your maximum, holding for 10 seconds, and then slowly releasing. Pause for 3 seconds and start with the next 10-second contraction. Do 5 to 10 10-second contractions depending on your ability. Mix the short and long Kegel contractions in your workout sets for best results. Ideally, you should be doing at least 100 Kegel contractions per day, and this can be a mix of the short and long contractions. Tip number 5, herbal supplements. Synthetic medications like Viagra and Cialis are known as PDE5 inhibitors. They come with a range of side effects from headaches to dry mouth. To understand how these medications work, let's go back a few steps. When you get aroused, nitric oxide gets released into the penis. Nitric oxide is what enables the production of cGMP. cGMP is responsible for the dilation and contraction of the blood vessels that carry blood to the penis. The enzyme is what causes the tap for the blood vessels in your penis to open and close. The more cGMP is present, the more dilated the blood vessels are and the more blood is carried to the shaft and the head of the penis. When you lose your arousal, PDE5 gets released and this destroys the cGMP enzyme. The blood vessels shrink and normal blood flow to the penis resumes. Medications like Viagra and Cialis block the PDE5, so there is less signal to get the blood out. So blood remains in the penis for longer, enabling you to maintain an erection. However, a drug like Cialis has many disadvantages. You need a prescription to get it, it's very expensive, and it can have many side effects. With this being said, there are a number of herbal extracts that can have a positive influence on mood and stimulate the production of nitric oxide and testosterone, which is necessary for getting the whole erection process going. L-arginine. This stimulates the production of nitric oxide. Nettle extract helps protect and boost testosterone so that it functions properly in your body. Tongat Ali extract. This reduces stress and promotes relaxation. Saw palmetto berry. It helps increase stamina. Ginkgo biloba extract helps boost male sex drive and libido. It also helps regulate testosterone levels. Horny goatweed extract. This herb is used in traditional Chinese medicine. The plant contains the chemical compound Ikarin, which is a mild PDE5 inhibitor. If you want to find all these natural herbs within one capsule and enhance your sexual desire and stamina without any side effects, you'll probably be interested in Man Plus. Man Plus is a completely natural solution for erectile dysfunction, and it also has an ingredient that enables your body to rapidly absorb the nutrients from the variety of herbs and extracts that it contains. This rapid absorption ingredient is called BioPerine. It is a trademark name for the pepperine extract. Pepperine is simply the active ingredient in common pepper. It acts as a bioavailability enhancer so that you get the most out of the nutrients in Man Plus. BioPerine speeds up the absorption and maximizes the potency of the natural ingredients in Man Plus. With BioPerine, the nutrients are quickly available to your body and you'll have what it takes to produce strong, long-lasting erections. Click the link in the description to get more information about Man Plus and find out how you can get a free bottle today.